Hey everyone, how's it going? So if you're familiar with my channel, then you're probably familiar with Onision and some of the topics that he goes on about. And that's kind of what this video is about Onision. Alright, so we have another Onision video here. Although I just want to be clear in the beginning, the topic is a little bit more serious, so I don't want to go too jesty with it, and I want to be very clear that what we're talking about here isn't all a joke, and there are some very serious aspects to it, and I just want to, like I said, be clear about that in the get-go. That being said, I noticed something, and it really just rubbed me the wrong way. Now, just to set up what we're looking at here, this is going to be about 3 people: Onision, Eugenia Cooney, and Shane Dawson. Now, when I say 3 people, I really mean it's more about one person, and that's Onision. And Eugenia Cooney and Shane Dawson, as part of the equation, are just here to help explain what's going on. And in case you're not familiar, I'll give you the quick synopsis here. You're going to want to look into this a little bit more if you're unfamiliar with what's going on. But essentially, there's this woman, her name is Eugenia Cooney, and she has some health issues that she was experiencing, some mental issues with how to manage her health, and for the longest time she was having a really hard time with that. And just recently, there's a very popular YouTuber, I'm sure you've heard him, right? If you're here, you've heard of the other guy, Shane Dawson, and he made a video about her, helped her out. She went to rehab, she got a lot of help, and it looks like she's on the road to an awesome recovery, which is awesome. Congratulations for her, and if that makes her happy, that's really what we're after here. And that should be the end of it, right? That should be a happy ending story. That's what happened, and that's what she did. But we have this weird little nagging sound coming from the other side of the room, and that nagging sound is Onision. What's going on here is Onision is kind of trying to make this about himself. That's the vibe that I'm getting from Onision. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm just assuming, I'm totally guessing, maybe I'm totally wrong, but that's definitely the vibe I got, especially when I went on his YouTube channel and I saw one of his videos. Now, just to be clear, he's made actually a couple of videos about them in the past couple of days, which adds on to me believing that that's what this is about. But the one in particular that I saw is called Defending Shane Dawson and Eugenia Cooney Against Jacqueline Glenn. Yeah, it was a little off. Now, the entirety of that video is actually pretty similar to the format that I'm doing right now. He's just looking at a camera and talking, but it's what he says is what's important. Now, throughout the video, Onision basically says, this is the gist of the entire video here, he says, Eugenia Cooney's on the right path. Everyone needs to be quiet about her and leave her be, because that's going to be the way to her success. And what he says as well is we shouldn't be making a spectacle about it. We shouldn't be drawing up all this drama about it, and we shouldn't be second guessing Eugenia's recovery, all right? And on its face, this actually is a really good message. It's a beautiful message, and it's the right message. But here's the issue. The messenger is important, and I just want to lay this out as the beginning of why I was getting a red flag from Onision doing this. The first thing that I want to point out there, in case people also aren't familiar, Onision and Eugenia Cooney and Shane Dawson actually have a bit of a past, and in the past, Onision is claimed to be a sort of a friend of Shane Dawson, only to then accuse him of extremely heinous crimes. And then he even went on to make a documentary, and I use that word pretty loosely because it's a pretty wacko thing, about Shane Dawson as sort of a takedown, as sort of a drama thing about Shane Dawson. And not only that, Onision has also made quite a few videos in the past on Eugenia Cooney and on her issue where he was kind of harassing her a little bit. And no, just to be fair, those things were a couple of years ago, and people can change. I don't want to take that away from him. I don't want to take that away as a possibility, but I think it does. I think we have to at least acknowledge that in order to get the full picture as to what's going on. Now, here's the next piece. There's a couple of quotes that happen in that video that I want to read to you that Onision said. I would show them to you, but he's been a little liberal with the copyright striker, so I'll just read them to you quick. All right, they're short. Actually, it's one quote that I want to give, and it's actually the one he ends his video on. So obviously, it's a pretty important. It carries a lot of weight, and here it is. He says, "Leave them alone. Let them heal. Let them grow, and let them finally get the help that they deserve, instead of turning this into some sort of spectacle." The weird thing about it is, on its face value, like I said, that's not a bad thing. That's actually the right way to go about it. They should be encouraged to heal and grow, right? But the issue is the delivery, and it's the messenger. And specifically here, the messenger we're talking about is Onision. And I'm sorry, but the well's already been poisoned. I don't trust Onision, and the fact that he's made so many videos about her already, and then is now continuing to make videos about both her and Shane and Dawson when he's already had a history with them, only to criticize other people who make videos about them that are actually questioning things and supporting things. It irks me a little bit. It makes me look at him and go, why? My hypocrite alarms are going off a little bit. And if it was someone else, I would think entirely different about it. That's what really gets me about it. But what I'm really curious about is what you guys think about it. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Onision is being genuine here, or do you think he is trying to make this about himself? Personally, I mean, if I'm being completely honest with myself, and especially because I'm getting the vibes, right? Like, I'm getting a gut feeling that he is exploiting this. And I want to be fair to him, I really do. And it's very possible that he does feel some sort of attachment to this, and he is genuine about wanting them to be better. And actually, what I probably believe is that he wants them to be healthy. Also, he wants to get as much money and subscribers out of this as he can, and that's why he's trying to milk the opportunity. But like I said, I could totally be wrong, and maybe I'm totally maybe I'm totally being a bad person here by even suggesting that. So let me know if I am, if I'm totally off base as well in the comments. Let me know if I'm just like, if I'm really just crossing a line that I shouldn't be crossing. The thing is, it's not such a black and white situation. That's what's really tricky about it. You see, it's not as simple as everyone should just be quiet about what's going on about it. And if it was some other situation, maybe that would work. But the problem is, once you hit a certain level of stardom, once you are famous enough, right, or even like YouTube famous enough, things become, when what happens to somebody might be a tragedy, but what happens to someone else becomes news, if that makes any sense. That's the sad truth that we live in, and or a tragedy or a happiness, anything like that. A major event in anyone's life that is famous, or even someone that is even slightly above the normal, that ends up becoming newsworthy. That's what ends up being tricky. And the thing is, I don't think that people should totally pull off of every topic just to try to compensate for that. That's my personal belief on it, and I feel like Onision's going against that. I feel like what he's doing is he's setting up almost a two-sided argument, a two-faced argument. One where he says nobody should make any videos about them because that's exploiting them, but then he's also making videos about them in order to push that message. And therein lies the paradox and the issue with that message in particular. If you are going to make a video saying nobody should make videos about them, that in effect is a video about them. And you are, in effect, you're getting value from the video that you put out there about that. And I think Onision knows what he's doing. The guy is an expert in putting himself into drama in order to try to get, you know, cash, viewers, subscribers, attention, really, anything like that. He's been caught contacting YouTubers before in order to start fake fights, in order to start drama, emailing people to try to start ridiculous things, creating fake lawsuits. He has in the past harassed people like Eugenia Cooney, and he has accused, like I said before, Shane Dawson of horrendous, unspeakable things. The kind of things where if you had a friend and they accused you of these things, or anybody accused you of these things, unironically, you would never talk to that person again. You would distance yourself from them, and you would never associate with them, because it's just a ridiculous thing. If it's not true, it's a ridiculous thing to accuse someone of. And then he goes on and makes a documentary about it just to get the more views, the more subscribers. I mean, I haven't seen anything in Onision's past, especially in the past couple months, that has led me to believe that the man's changed. And that is really what I'm basing how I feel about it on. Now, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Do you think he's changed? Do you think he's being genuine here? I think the most likely thing is he wants her to be healthy, or he has no issue with her being healthy, but he also wants the views. Do you think he doesn't care about the views and is really all about the health? Do you think he doesn't care about the health and it's all about the views, or do you think it's a mixture of both? If it is a mixture of both, let me know what you like, how much, like 50-50, 60-40. It's not fun to just say mixture, because of course everything's a mixture. So just toss that in there, please. I mean, that's all I really wanted to say right there about that. It just seems like one of those things. Really, there's an adage, right, that goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And the problem is, we've already been fooled once by Onision, right? We believe that he's caring, we believe that he's getting involved in something, only to be, I mean, lied to by the man. And I've been lied to before by this guy. I see it. I'm getting that vibe. Like I said, I'm getting, you know, when you get that gut feeling that something is just off, and you're like, ooh, this guy's trying to sell me something. that like his mouth is saying one thing, but his eyes are saying something different. That's the kind of, that's the kind of message I feel like we were getting from Onision. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that, and I want to know what you guys thought about that. Like I said, let me know what you think, and if you think I'm totally out of line and I'm crossing a line here, let me know that as well. I'm sure you will, if with like some dislikes or something like that. So if that's the case, otherwise, feel free to like if you kind of agree with me, or else leave a comment down below. Yeah, I mean that's it right there. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, let me know. Thank you. And just to finally reiterate, like I said, the most important thing here is the successful recovery of Eugenia, right? We want her to be happy, we want her to be healthy, we want everyone to be happy and healthy, right? In the world, I can't think of a single person that I don't want to be happy or healthy. So obviously those things are important, but what we're talking about here isn't necessarily Eugenia Cooney or Shane Dawson. What we're talking about here is Onision. Onision is the issue. That's what this video is about, and I just want to make that clear, alright? Yeah, I think that's fair. Hey everyone, I just wanted to add in an afterword onto this, just to be completely clear about something. I have nothing against Onision making videos about Eugenia Cooney or anything like that. I mean, like I said, he could be completely genuine about it, and that being said, I don't think it's necessarily wrong to make videos about this topic. I mean, look at me, I'm doing it right here, right now, right? I just wanted to throw that out there, just in case someone out there was thinking, like, I was doing the same thing that Onision's doing. I'm not here to try to say that making videos about Eugenia Cooney is bad. I'm here to say that I think that Onision is doing it with a bad intention, and I think that's the issue. I think the intention of the video is what's important. The tricky thing though is that we can't assume what other people's, or we can assume what other people's intentions are, but we can't fully know. So Onision could be doing fully the right thing, we just have no idea. And for that reason, we should probably give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there in case anyone was thinking that I was guilty of the same thing that Onision was doing. But yeah, other than that, like I said earlier, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, and have a good one.